A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 14 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive and what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Vikings 7, 49ers 0. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Time with Raheem Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They try to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14, 49ers nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. With the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans. But the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman. And their defense shut out the Vikings in the second half as that wound up a 27-10 Niner victory. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. complete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got an open man, Solomon Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
24-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 18-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
The running back.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turn his guys will get the football back. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
46-yard line.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Raheem Mostert.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
Oh, now it's Trent. He loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to...
in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, they go to Mostert again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. at the Vikings 16.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside hit. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 45.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts
24.
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At their 49-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to maneuver. Raheem Mostert in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Gould lining up for the point after.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start.
17.
They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
For San Francisco.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Make sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. There's Mostert. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2nd down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And they'll try to run the option here. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, San Francisco.
They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 22.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Loss of a yard.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
One more time with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Vikings 31, 49ers 24. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And then from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third at about 7 left. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Vikings 38, 49ers.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
George Kittle. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
4th down pass. Intercepted.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on all.